The city that rose from the lands of Mesopotamia countless ages ago did not draw its power from towers of gold, but from books filled with dark secrets that granted them miraculous power. Babylon, a city draped in towers that challenged the sky, was filled with wealth and glory. But what truly made Babylon special were the forbidden secrets hidden behind its walls. Everything changed when two mysterious entities descended upon Babylon and taught mankind sorcery. As people began to learn and use this magic, terrible things started to happen. This forgotten Mesopotamian city, once a legend that rose between two rivers, was tested by dark and dangerous spells. This video tells the story of Harut and Marut, who, according to the Quran, were sent to Earth and taught people magical knowledge. Before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss such videos. If you're ready, let's begin. History records Babylon not just as a city, but as a center where humanity's greatest wisdom and deepest darkness converged. It was in this place that the movements of the sky were studied, magical formulas were written, and prophecies were read from the stars. But was Babylon truly just the birthplace of astronomy and mathematics, or was there secret knowledge being whispered in someone's ear? In verse 102 of Sura Al-Baqarah, the Quran speaks of a mysterious event that took place in Babylon. It mentions two angels who taught people magic, Harut and Marut. These two mysterious entities were about to give mankind a cursed power. But why did they teach people forbidden knowledge? Was it so that Babylon could also advance so luxuriously in science and technology? Yes, as the skies of Babylon were filled with stars, whispers started among the people. Some sought to cast doubt on the glorious kingdom of Prophet Solomon. The devils fabricated lies, spreading dark words in hushed tones. At night, strange prayers echoed through the dark streets of Babylon. The stars seemed to listen to the whispers of ancient priests, and smoke dedicated to the dark forces rose into the sky. But this was not ordinary worship. This was the oldest form of magic. Babylon was famous not only for its towers, but also for its miraculous knowledge. In history, many civilizations were interested in magic and occult sciences, but Babylon is known as one of the first great civilizations to turn this knowledge into an organized system. There was a specialized group of priests, astronomers, sorcerers, and soothsayers. They studied not only the movements of the stars, but also the power of sound and symbols. The temples of Babylon were used not only for worship, but also for magical and spiritual rituals. The angels mentioned in Sura Al-Baqarah verse 102 were sent to Babylon for a special purpose, but this purpose was not ordinary. Harut and Marut were brought down from the sky by divine command. They came like the warning before a storm. Their job was not to build a kingdom or rule a nation. They said, "We are a trial, a test. Do not disbelieve." What they carried was neither treasure nor weapons. They gave people knowledge, but this knowledge was like a dark shadow. The Quran calls it Sihr, a magic that breaks homes and separates hearts. Harut and Marut did not teach the secrets of magic as a lesson. They warned people that they were merely a test. They said the same warning to everyone: "We are but a trial. Do not disbelieve." But the people of Babylon did not reject the knowledge. They wanted to control the miraculous power to change their fate and see what was hidden. But why were these two angels so powerful? Why did they give a key that opens the door to forbidden knowledge? According to the descriptions, Harut and Marut did not just know magic, they also knew secret names, ways to communicate with spirits, and the secrets of the stars. Some say they were entities carrying divine knowledge. They possessed the secrets of the heavens, the workings of the universe, and the power to shape both matter and spirit. But this knowledge was too heavy for humans to carry, and this is where the fate of Babylon changed. As this knowledge spread through the streets of Babylon, the whispers turned into shouts. These secrets that broke marriages and stole peace divided the people. Some were drawn to it, while others kept a distance. Harut and Marut simply watched silently. It was as if they had opened the curtain of a theater and left the stage to humans. Are words merely ordinary letters, or are they the fundamental signals of the universe? According to the belief of the Babylonian sorcerers, a person who uttered the correct words could change reality itself, but this power came at a price. Knowledge is power, but not all knowledge is sacred. Some knowledge, when given to humans, leads to destruction. The secrets that Harut and Marut taught in Babylon were not just words or symbols, they were forbidden formulas that could change a person's destiny. Babylon was famous not only for its massive buildings, but also for its secret science. The Babylonian priests believed that words were not just a means of communication, they were forces that shaped reality. They believed that a word uttered in the right way could change fate, heal diseases, or curse an enemy. Most importantly, words could create a bridge between people and unknown entities, hidden dark worlds, dimensions, toxic and cursed beings, and demonic creatures. Even if they seemed friendly to people, they weren't. They had power, but to get it, you had to sacrifice your morality and your faith. The ziggurats of Mesopotamia rose towards the sky like stairs. Among these stones, people heard voices from above. The magic of Babylon was used not only for personal gain, but also to determine the fate of kings and empires. The markets of Babylon were full of life force. The sun was burning like fire in the sky. Then Harut and Marut arrived. They were silent, but their eyes seemed to promise something. A potter in the square asked, "What are they selling?" But there was no clay or pots on their table. There was only one thing, a secret. They called the secret they brought magic, which spread over Babylon like a blanket. It did not burn like fire, nor did it cool like water, but it changed everyone. What was it? The Quran says that Harut and Marut taught people magic, but people misused this knowledge. They never taught anyone magic without first saying, "We are but a trial. Do not disbelieve." Sura Al-Baqarah, verse 102. But people did not heed the warning. Magic was used sometimes in the struggle for the throne and sometimes for personal ambitions. Magic is also described as a grave sin in the Hadith. It is said that it was renewed by hand. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said that involvement in magic darkens a person's soul and can cause great destruction. Some of history's biggest disasters are linked to magic. The fall of Babylon is often associated with the spread of magic. In ancient Egypt, it is said that the pharaohs used magic to gain power. In the Middle Ages, many people accused of witchcraft were taken to the Inquisition courts for obtaining forbidden knowledge. There are also dark and mysterious spells in Kabbalah. Some believe these spells are connected to the ones brought in the time of Harut and Marut. It is said that these spells are very dangerous and are even being used today, which is why people remain silent in the face of injustice and become cruel for their own gain. History clearly shows us one thing. What is important is not the knowledge itself, but how it is used. Were these two strangers the last messengers of an ancient tradition? Think about the tablets the Babylonian sorcerers held. Today, we hold tablet computers in our hands. Among the teachings of Harut and Marut was the power of the mind and will. And today, psychologists study the power of the subconscious mind. Hypnosis, suggestion, and neuroscience work much like the ancient magical techniques. In ancient times, sorcerers used rituals and prayers to influence people. Today, human thought can be steered through subconscious messages, hypnosis, and neurolinguistic programming techniques. Perhaps modern magic is hidden within the messages we receive through television screens, social media, and advertising. Even today, some societies still use magic in ancient rituals. Hollywood movies often feature the theme of magic. Occult groups draw inspiration from ancient knowledge. Has what we call magic truly disappeared, or has it merely taken a new form in the modern world? Today, we don't need a wizard's wand or old rituals to see its traces, because now magic is hidden inside screens, advertisements, movies, and even algorithms. In ancient times, sorcerers used words to influence people. Today, advertising, songs, and movies have the same effect. The lyrics of a song can enter our minds without our knowledge. A picture in the background of an advertisement can change our thoughts. Disney and Hollywood movies contain hidden images that flash for mere seconds, too quickly for us to notice. Subconscious advertising techniques can make people interested in buying something without them realizing it. Subconscious messages can create feelings of fear, anxiety, or relief. But are these merely marketing techniques or the new face of magic in the modern world? The sorcerers of Babylon tried to understand the human soul and destiny, and today artificial intelligence and big data might be doing the same. Algorithms can read human thoughts. The teachings of Harut and Marut contain spells that could influence and steer people. Today, artificial intelligence can predict human behavior and even steer it. What does our social media feed show us? Do we truly choose it, or is something else steering us? Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, even how long we look at a post is being measured. Is the suggested content truly chosen for us, or is someone deciding what we will think? In the past, sorcerers influenced people with words and symbols. Today, advertising, songs, and movies have the same effect. The lyrics of a song can enter our minds without our knowledge. A picture in the background of an advertisement can change our thoughts. Disney and Hollywood movies contain hidden images that flash for mere seconds, too quickly for us to notice. Subconscious advertising techniques can make people interested in buying something without them realizing it. Subconscious messages can create feelings of fear, anxiety, or relief. But are these merely marketing techniques or the new face of magic in the modern world? The sorcerers of Babylon tried to understand the human soul and destiny, and today artificial intelligence and big data might be doing the same. Algorithms can read human thoughts. The teachings of Harut and Marut contain spells that could influence and steer people. Today, artificial intelligence can predict human behavior and even steer it. In the last few years, our values have disappeared as if erased by magic. What people once called sacred has been forgotten. Families are breaking up, friendships are forgotten, kindness and loyalty are fading. And the strangest thing is, no one knows why this is happening. In the past, children were taught morality. Today, they are told that to be successful, you have to win, no matter the cost. In the past, people were ashamed when they made a mistake. Now the one who exposes the mistake is blamed in return. Before, if someone needed help, people rushed to them. Now everyone just watches. They open their phone cameras but don't extend a hand. What changed? How did this transformation happen so fast? Is it just technology that has changed us? Or has someone turned us into something else? Are we living in a spell without knowing it? Is there more to what we see than we think? TV shows that normalize fighting and hatred, movies that treat moral values as insignificant, stories that say, to be strong you must be cruel. Once heroes were examples of honesty and goodness. Today heroes are cruel, vindictive, and dark. Is it possible that the world we are shown is a designed illusion created to change us, just like the ancient sorcerers? Is someone making us forget our values and turning us into different people? A person's sense of right and wrong is formed from childhood, but if what they see every day changes, their values will also change. We were once taught, do not do to others what you would not have done to you. Now people are told, take advantage whenever you can. Once, respect the elders was a rule. Now living without rules is seen as freedom. Is it the algorithms that have changed us, the media, or have we given up our values with our own hands? One generation is enough to change a society, but one generation is also enough to steer it in the right direction. Today, if we turn our hearts and faces toward Islam, if we fully return to our Creator, we can recover our lost human values. We can once again be the spirit that Allah created as His representative on earth, the entity that He valued the most. Friendship, loyalty, justice, love, we can understand and live these only through divine love. What does the one who loses that love truly gain, and what can the one who finds it lose? If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.